Back in September, the 49ers dominated their first matchup against the Rams. Can Los Angeles even the score? Find out next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. 14 carries, 70 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box.
And right away, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That is incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers. 3rd down here.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 136 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench to tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense. Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start. Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lance, flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the interception, here's Stafford. He gets this one to Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford, that's out to the flat for Akers. And he spins past him and into space. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Stafford. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for the Niners.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Singletary. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. Nifty move. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Carlson is good, and we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway,
as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Lance. Into the secondary past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Big play! Big play!
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
An extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
It's 4th down.
Back now here on EA Sports. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
79 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a run with Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Singletary again.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Nagar now for the extra point.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Stafford's throw pulled in by Woods.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
That's good for an LA Rams.
On first down, Stafford here. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and inches, Stafford.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And Woods has it complete. A gain of 6 there on first. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to get it back to a 1-score game. Carlson able to put this one through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
That's it, baby.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. On the ground, it's Singletary, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone